Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about the Doyle mini fence cutter. They look like mini bolt cutters, wire cutters. I don't know. I'd say they're probably designed for fence cutting. I picked them, okay, let me be honest. I picked these up because they look like mini bolt cutters, and then I realized they actually have some utility in and around my property, so, because I have a bunch of fencing. But yeah, I think they're designed for fence cutting. But either way, they're really just strong wire cutters. So with these, I'll say I haven't used these a lot. I've only tested them a little bit because I haven't. It's still winter here, and I don't work outside in the cold. This being in the shop is about as much outside as I'll get in the wintertime. So I haven't actually gotten to all my fence repairs, but I have used these to test some cutting around the shop. And so I took a chunk out of my fence, and I'd say this is probably 10, maybe 8 gauge. I got 10 stranded here. Yeah, this is probably 10 or 8 gauge solid aluminum wire for my fence. Or, I don't know, it might be some amalgamation of like tin or something like that. It looks aluminum to me. But either way, these things cut right through it, no problem. Quick, simple, easy. They spring back open. They're super nice. One thing I wanted to do on the video though is see how it would do cutting stranded wire. So I got the Harbor Freight wire kit right here, some 10 gauge wire. We're going to see if these things will actually cut. And this is my first time doing this. I have no clue if they'll do it or not. Well, yeah, they do it. Okay, cool. So you could definitely use these for like larger gauge wires too. I mean, they have a lot of cutting power in them. Like you see how everything's angled, and there's some sort of math built into this. Like put so much force here, and it multiplies it here, and then you're cutting through 8 gauge wire here. But what that math is, and what that math term is, I don't know. But you know, now that I'm here, I want to see if these will cut through residential wire. I have some somewhere close by. I know I do. I've returned. I just threw some in that bucket the other day because I was rewiring something. So this is 12-2, I believe. Romance brand. You know, some of you electricians out there probably know it just by the color of the wire. I think this is 12. I'm pretty sure this is 12. It's standard Romex, what you'd wire up a light switch or outlet with. So, again, never tried this, so we'll find out here together. Oh, it's a little big. A little big. Can I do it? Oh, yeah. Easy. Man, there's a lot of power in these cutters. That was nice. They cut nice and straight too, and they get through all that insulation. Okay, so these things are awesome for cutting through anything that's big and you need to put a lot of power behind to cut through it. Like I said, they're like mini bolt cutters. They're designed like bolt cutters. They're super thick, so they definitely won't warp or anything like that. And like I said, I think they're meant for standard, you know, chicken wire or deer fencing, anything like that. Things you know, fence in your backyard with. Chain link fence isn't, I don't think, as thick as this, so this would be good on chain link fence too. But I honestly picked these up because I thought they were adorable, because they look like mini bolt cutters, and I got the big version bolt cutters that Harbor Freight sells, and I was like, oh, it'd be so cute having them next to each other. But anyways, the other reason I picked these up is because they're Doyle. I am falling in love with Doyle really quick. Doyle makes some really good quality tools. They're the wire strippers that they make, which will probably be 4 or 5 videos earlier than this one, depending on how I upload them. They're super awesome. And really, I've never had a bad experience with Doyle. I really feel like Doyle takes the time to make sure their products are manufactured to a higher specification. and that they're quality tools. I would never have any doubt that a Doyle tool would break on you or wouldn't perform as expected. But overall, for the Doyle large wire cutter, fence cutters, whatever you want to call it, I'll figure it out. I'll look it up and figure it out and put the right title on this thing. But these things are pretty nice. They cut through everything without any problem whatsoever. So if you need a good pair of fence cutters, or just like the adorability of mini bolt cutters, these things are pretty awesome. Check them out. Hey guys, don't forget, giving away some icon tools, an extendo ratchet, added that to it, a couple of little things we haven't shared with you yet. But we're giving them away once we hit 1,000 subscribers, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and get yourself entered into the free drawing. Alright guys, how does the Doyle fence cutter thingies, I still don't know what the name, haven't bothered to look it up yet, but I'm going with mini bolt cutter fence cutters, fare in the zombie apocalypse. So really, honestly, they actually might fare pretty good with some utility. You think in any kind of apocalyptic scenario, power's going to be off, you might need to cut some chain link fence to get from one place to another. These are awesome. They're perfect. They'd work excellent to do that. I think that's exactly what they're designed to do. And in the demonstration, we were cutting through like 8-gauge fence wire, and that's pretty thick wire. So yeah, these things work great to cut through fences. And honestly, I didn't assume that this would be something you want in your zombie apocalypse bag, but now that I've used them, and I definitely see the utility for these things. They're really well crafted, really well made, heavy duty. You could use them as a beaten weapon. Not a lot of reach, but still emergency scenarios. So from a weapon standpoint, probably like a 1. But utility wise, I'm really starting to fall in love with these things, that they might be something that you'd want in your zombie apocalypse tool bag. Like I said in all my other wire cutting videos, it's always good to have a good pair of wire cutters, but these things are good fence cutters. They're going to make access happen for you. So overall, I'd probably give them like a 2.5 to a 3. A low rating because not very good as a weapon, but utility wise, you might want to think about putting these in your bag. A little heavy, which is good for a tool. You want a heavy duty tool, but you don't want to add 400 pounds of tools into your bug out bag and you're dragging that across the field or something like that. But overall, might be something to think about on these, so check them out. Hey everyone, just want to let you know I'm not affiliated with Harbor Freight and they're not sponsoring me yet. I'm just doing this because I love Harbor Freight and all their tools. I've had lots of great experiences with them, and they're always helpful. The staff is really knowledgeable, and it's really, for the most part, the best bang for your buck. So just want to make it clear, definitely not sponsored yet, Harbor Freight. Call me. And I hope y'all enjoy the videos.